So we are already in Driftworks headquarters. They invited us to come here because we are in Birmingham, and we're gonna see what they have in their garage.
So this car was Phil's car. He originally bought it and it was that awful Lamborghini green. It doesn't tell too many people, but it's that awful, you know, you look at it and you feel sick. So obviously he's made it great. And with everything that Phil does, he sort of gets carried away and ruins it. So we made it rear-wheel drive. M3 throttle bodies, made his own adapter plates.
Okay.
What next? I'm going to buy race car components. That is the actual GT1 race car, which now the components are on this car. Bought literally everything. The front arches, the ring, the diffuser, I think the bumper, the arches, and moulded them all onto a road car. It's nuts, utterly nuts. Like even like the rear arches, they're the stock arches pulled 30mm. And who's pulling Lamborghini arches?
No one.
No one. On the normal Murcielago, the wing mirrors are here in this little panel, but Phil got his own mirrors made and put on the door and his own glass panel made just to try and make it look different from the standard road car. And obviously the arches off the race car, wider, all carbon fibre. You know, the amount of work gone in to do this.
Yeah, you can tell.
It's insane, a labour of love. And then custom made to Phil specs, forged 3SDM wheels. So yeah, retrimmed Recaro, I think they're SPGs or pole positions, custom Nardi, personal steering wheel, and of course he made it manual. One of the hardest challenges that Phil had with this car was converting it from the race car components to the road car. So the race car doesn't use Lamborghini doors.
Yeah.
So obviously he wants to keep the Lamborghini doors because, you know, Lamborghini, so he had to remanufacture all of the door supports to make the doors work properly.
I mean, it might cold start, you never know.
Yeah.
We just put a new Haltech ECU on it.
Oh, Haltech.
We're still tuning it a little bit. We 3D printed 3 versions of those trumpets in various heights to make sure that we got the stack length correct. Because although they're E46 M3 ITB banks,
Oh, I forgot. Oh my god!
So yeah, this is Phil's E46 M3 with the V10 out of an E60 M5. Built in 2009. 2009 he built this. You sold this to help fund the business, didn't you?
I sold this to buy the blue GT3.
So sold this, it went to Germany, looked very sad in Germany for a long time. Phil bought it back and has now got carried away as per Celeritech 10-into-1 headers, massive Workmeister S1 3-piece, redone the body, fresh paint. It's always a project that gets pushed to the back of the queue when everything else comes
It's
up.
just a pretend car, just an internet car.
It's just a toy.
No, I am intending on sorting it. We've got some running issues with the management on it. Is an old school pectoral, so really complicated race parts from back in the day, because that was the only way in 2009 I could get this engine working in this car.
So this is one of the cars on the internet that's sort of one of the first videos that blew up.
Actually, what's the purpose of this?
That's a good question, because it's not for anything, it could be as silly as it needs to be. Really.
And it is one of the famous Driftworks or Phil Morrison fleet cars. It's one of the cars that people are always asking about.
Yeah.
Just this. A lot of people know.
This is the one I get bugged about on the internet all the time. When's the V10 come out? I don't want to watch a Lamborghini video. I don't want to watch this video. Where's the V10 M3? So I guess at some point I might actually do something with it.
So here we have E30 M3. Phil has also got carried away and fitted E90 M3.
That's unusual.
Yeah, it's not a common swap. But again, Phil at the time wanted a track car that he could use, not worried too much about crashing or braking. So he built this to replace originally the blue Porsche as a track car.
So the idea was to save some money because I smashed the windscreen on the GT3 on track, and then it was one track day, smashed the windscreen, needed new brakes and new tyres, and it was so much money I thought I need a cheaper car to run, and then ironically got super carried away with the build on this, and this is worth more money than the GT3 now. So very silly car, but this is my favourite car to drive of all the cars. This is every part I've designed of this car, every bit of suspension, every bit of hardware on the car I've designed and built with my friends, and it drives as perfectly as I can imagine an E30 M3 with a big V8 in it could possibly drive.
But you tried to keep it looking like an E30 M3.
Yeah.
So, you know, the arches are custom.
Everybody thinks it's a normal E30
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah.
It's an M3. The internet hates me for that in many ways and respects me in other ways.
But so much time and effort has gone into this car to make it drive correctly at this ride height.
The axles all lifted, the all roll centres perfected. As I say, every part of every suspension pickup point and every external point and hub and everything has been designed by me to make it work as properly as possible.
So originally this was DCT, but you had a load of electrical gremlins. So yeah, dreamt sequential in it now. And again, it's on work wheels, available from Driftworks. Nankangs and Driftworks. And this is one of the development cars that we have done on our HSD coilovers. So this is running our E36 HSD Monopro coilover kit.
How do you like this place?
10 out of 10.
No.
Especially this.
This is 86 out of 10.
86 out of 10.
8.6 out of 10.
So here we have 1976 Toyota Hilux, you think. But what we've done, basically we've done a body swap. So this is a Mark II MX5, 1.8 turbo MX5. So it's got subframes from an MX5. I think we even put the power brace on it, gearbox. This is the other owner of Driftworks cars, James, and he drifts this. It's very old though, very thin.
Yeah.
Don't crash it. So this is Phil's 964 Porsche Turbo. Check out our YouTube channel because actually he went to Japan and drove this car in Japan for like 3 weeks, doing all the mountain roads and stuff like that. Then shipped it back in a container. We did an unboxing as it arrived. So he hasn't really changed too much since buying it from Japan. He put different colour set of work wheels on it. So this car, many people think it's an RWB car, but actually this car predates RWB. So I think it was built, you'll tell me off, 2006 or 2008 by a tuning company called Perodet in Japan. And they got him to come and do the arches, which is, most RWB cars are now just bolt on. This is very smooth into the body. It is so good, and it's not as wide as most RWB cars. So it looks, I mean, it's my favourite car. Out of all his cars, this is the one that I'd have out of all of them. Lovely. Do you like Porsches?
Yeah, I like it.
You're a big Porsche fan.
So now we are going to the next door to your friend who's manufacturing.
This is one of our member staff, Webby's Overland Porsche KN. And again, he got carried away, and this was meant to be a sensible family wagon, and then he lifted it with big wheels. He's making all the bars himself in front.
You've seen that Porsche that Drift HQ did? Yeah, that's the opposite of what they did.
Some old Jeep. This has got an LS V8 in. E92 M3 with an LT1 V8, so this is an NA LT. Supercharged LT.
Supercharged LT4.
It's LS.
It's LT.
Oh, another L. Obviously LT.